Hello there wrestling fans, Adam from What Culture here, running at 50% but still 100% committed to that content that we all know and love. Now it's that time of the week once again where we are going to run through all of the ups and all of the downs from this week's episode of NXT. And of course, as always, it's myself and my good, lovely assistant here, Hank. Isn't that right, Hank? Are you going to be more behaved today? Yes? He nods, he nods. You can speak, you know. You don't have to just keep gesturing. These people are starting to get behind you. Sort of. Not that I'm bothered about that at all. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? We started this week's episode with a hell of a video package that basically set up the match in the main event for the NXT title between Almas and Johnny Gargano. The reason I love this one so much was because you could really see how far Almas has come. It basically chronicled his journey from chump to champ, and basically what an incredible story arc that is. I mean, you look at him, he was a loser going nowhere, and now he's the champ. What a great character Andrade Cien Almas is, and as far as I'm concerned, it's an up. Now, speaking of character development, I've got 2 words for you, and it ain't suck it, by the way. It's Velveteen Dream. What a transformation we've seen from Patrick Clark to Velveteen Dream. That man has been over like Rover since he had his feud with Aleister Black, and again, he went over this evening with one big win over No Way Jose. It was an alright match, nothing fancy here. Again, Velveteen Dream really over with the crowd. I'm beginning to think it might be to the point where they may have to turn him face. Nevertheless, good stuff. The Dream got the win. No Way Jose, probably not the start he wanted to 2018, but it doesn't matter because all in all, it was an up. William Regal made a stellar announcement last night declaring that the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic will be returning in 2 weeks' time. The winner will not only be taking home the trophy, but they will also punch their tickets to face the NXT Tag Team Champions at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Sounds like an up to me. After her NXT TV return 3 weeks ago, Nikki Cross was back in action. This time she went up head-to-head with Vanessa Bone. A fairly academic match this one. Bone got some offense in, but Cross proved to be far too good for the developmental talent. She put Bone away with the Purge, and Nikki Cross went on to get herself another win on the board. Now, I'm always happy to see Nikki Cross on NXT TV. She's fantastic, but my big issue that I have at the moment is these matches with the women need to be given more time, or they need to be given more chance to show what they can do. We've seen what the likes of Cross can do when she's given more time. Just look at her last woman standing match with Asuka for proof of that. But unfortunately, at the moment, they're not really being given enough time to create these good matches and give across the kind of performances that I'm sure they're all capable of. So with that in mind, not so much a reflection on the performers, but more about the spot they're being put in, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give this one a down. And then it was main event time, and the stakes could not have been higher for this match. We watched Gargano come so close to realising his dream at TakeOver Philadelphia, but ultimately falling short. And tonight, he was given one last shot at the title against Andrade Cien Almas, but it came at a cost. Lose this match, and not only would he have lost the match, but Gargano had to leave NXT for good. While both men had been accompanied to the ring by their female counterparts, it did not take long before that all started to kick right off. A brawl ensued between Candice LeRae and Zelina Vega, and they battled all the way to the backstage area, leaving Gargano and Almas to finish this thing once and for all in the ring, mano a mano, or so it seemed. You could genuinely feel the tension in the air between the fans at every single moment. Every pinfall attempt, every big move, they were praying for a Johnny Gargano victory. And it really looked like it was going to happen at one point. Gargano with a suicide tornado DDT outside of the ring, nailed Andrade Cien Almas, rolled him back inside, and followed that up with a quick, patented slingshot DDT to the ground, got the cover, 1, 2, and Andrade Cien Almas kicked out at 2 7/8. From that point on, you started to get that horrible feeling in your stomach. The feeling of deja vu. Was history going to repeat itself? And when Almas went to hit Gargano with a spinning elbow, he missed, smashed the referee, and you could almost hear the moment in the crowd where everyone began to realise what was about to go down. Gargano managed to quickly lock in the Gargano escape. He had Andrade Cien Almas on the floor. He was dead to rights. He was going to be the champ. Even if the ref wasn't there, he was about to tap. But there was yet to be another twist in this most tragic of tales. Of course, who else was going to come back to break our rebel hearts? It was the Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa. He returned, came out with a crowd, smashed Gargano in the back with his crutch, and the referee never saw it. From there, Almas quickly capitalised, hit Gargano with the hammerlock DDT, and that was followed by one of the slowest, saddest, and loudest 3 counts you're ever going to hear in an NXT ring. Almas retained, but more importantly, and it's a sentence I really didn't want to find myself saying at the end of this one, but Johnny Gargano's NXT career is over. The chemistry between these two as in-ring performers is palpable, and it's safe to say they put on another classic. Maybe not quite as good as their 5-star match at TakeOver Philadelphia, but nevertheless a clinic as always. And unfortunately, as much as it pains me to see the end of Gargano's NXT career, I have to say there's no way I can give this match anything other than one gigantic up. And that is it from this week's episode of NXT Ups and Downs. Unfortunately, I'm afraid we have to end on a sour note, and possibly the last time we'll ever see Johnny Gargano in an NXT ring, and that is, well. Where does Gargano go from here? Is he going to be on 205 Live? Will he get to settle the score with Ciampa at NXT TakeOver New Orleans? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see about that one. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hank, as always, will be there to read them, won't you? Yes, and I'm sorry. I know we've had a bit of... We're good now, though, yeah? And I appreciate you being more polite this time, because I've had a very rough day today. That's good for you. Either way, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you want more NXT related content, head over to whatculture.com right now. Read the NXT Ups and Downs article by Andy Murray, aka Bald Neville, as you guys have so affectionately named him. On top of that, you could also go over to shop.whatculture.com right now and get yourselves a copy of this little gem, which is Developmental Hell, the NXT Story by Michael Sidgwick, one of our writers in the office. And what a great read that is, to be fair. Anybody who loves NXT and wants to know more of the ins and outs, especially in the developmental process, then that is the book for you. Head over there right now, shop.whatculture.com. You can pick yourself up a copy of that. And now that I've done all my dirty cheap plugs for the day, my name is Adam Nicholas. This has been NXT Ups and Downs, and as always, have a f***ing great day.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe below, and if you're looking for more content like this, then try a few things that are floating about around my ears. It might be fun. I can't promise it though, but it might be.